Okay, all right. I'm going to talk about Snap first. Snap's the parent of Snapchat. I think just for those of you who haven't followed the stock recently, this is a company that was really left for dead a few years ago. They IPO'd in 2017. Stories was their big product that got kind of basically cannibalized or stolen by pretty much every social media platform. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them. And the stock was trading in single digits just a couple of years ago, and now it's back up in the 70s. So I think this is really one of the most more impressive turnaround or growth stories in the market today. Take a look at some of their second quarter numbers. They reported earnings last Thursday. Stock jumped 24% on the news, so obviously good numbers. They grew their revenue and daily active users at their fastest pace in 4 years. Much like Brian said, that's going to be a theme here with lapping a weak quarter a year ago, but still, I think that's pretty impressive. Daily active users were up 23% to 293 million. They increased sequentially and year over year in all their geographies, and both on iOS and Android. Android had historically been sort of a pain point for the company, but that's changed recently. Revenue more than doubled, jumping 116% to 982 million. That crushed expectations at 845 million. Again, I think that's a sign the business is underestimated. Adjusted EBITDA more than tripled to 117 million. This is a company that uses share-based compensation pretty liberally. So if you back that out, the EBITDA, they would have lost money on an EBITDA basis. But they still managed to cut their GAAP numbers by about GAAP net loss was down 53%. So they are making progress toward profitability on a GAAP basis. And I think, digging into some of the products, new products or what's going on there. I mean, I think this is one of probably the most innovative company in social media. They spend about 30 to 40% of their revenue on R&D, which is much higher than peers like Facebook. They're really a leader in AR too. I don't think they get credit for that, but they're using AR applications with their Lens Studio. Users can try on things like clothes, glasses, and watches. This adds a lot of value for brands, not just engagement, but also in limiting returns, which is obviously a pretty sizable expense for retailers. And just to show you some numbers on the product, users 200 million Snapchatters engage with AR every day on the platform. There's 200,000 creators using Lens Studio to build AR lenses. 170 million Snapchatters now use Scan, which allows them to identify things like dog breeds, plants. They also use it for recipes and fashion. Spotlight is another new product that sort of maybe like in a TikTok sense kind of gathers the most popular snaps of the day to allow users to watch them, sort of like a TikTok thing. DAUs for that, or active users, was up 49%, and the company still hasn't monetized that. So I think when also you think about the company's base with Gen Zs and millennials, it's got a lot of growth ahead. Guidance for the third quarter was great, calling for 58% to 60% revenue growth of about 1.07 million. So yeah, I think digital advertising has been a great story. Brian's going to talk about Facebook in a minute, but Google had an amazing report, so I think there's a lot of great momentum for Snap ahead.